beautiful Pisces. This is your weekly tarot card reading and astrology overview from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Welcome to Born Without Boundaries Tarot. My name is Michelle. For those of you who are just arriving, a little bit of concern right there. We'll get to it. This is a reading for Pisces sun, moon, and rising sign. And I do 12 messages for each one for each zodiac sign every single week. So check out your sun, your moon, and rising. Sometimes your sun sign isn't what you're going to relate to the most. So check them out. If you really love my videos, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you know when I upload your favorite content. If you really love my content and you're crazy about me, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation where I go over the daily astrology, I go over weekly astrology, and I do general tarot card readings Monday through Friday live. So you could join me live and chit chat, and I really hope you do. Pisces, there's always an extended reading that I hope that you'll join me for. That link is down below in the description box. I'll also pin it to the top of the comment section. I'll also pin it to the top of the comment section, and yeah, you can also just click on the link that I'll attach toward the end of this video. To make it real easy for you, this is your reading. So I'm going to describe energies to you, and I'm going to describe the astrology, and you take it where it resonates. The astrology is going to be more specific, but with the tarot card reading, since it's general, you take the energy where it resonates in your life. Pisces, Neptune is generally unaspected this week, at least for the big aspects, right? With other planets, luminaries, etc. But there are a few run-ins with the moon. Now, Neptune is sitting right at the end of Pisces. It's like 22 degrees Pisces. So it's going to be you late Pisces. So like Pisces 3s is what we call them. Or I would say Pisces toward the end of March. Like birthdays toward the end of March that are really, or I don't know exact dates, say between like the 12th and the 21st of March, that are going to be really impacted by Neptune because it's conjuncting your natal sun, and that's exceptionally creative energy, and it's brilliant energy, and it's going to be there for a while. So enjoy it. It could be a little bit distracting though. So especially when the moon comes in and squares and then later on the week opposes Neptune, you're going to be distracted. You're going to be distracted to the point of not being able to focus. You can't control it. Like, let it take you away. Sleep more. Let yourself dream. And write your dreams down because you're talking about extreme psychic energy and amazing ability to see through the veil and just be inspired. If you allow yourself to not overanalyze or fight it. There is something that I wanted to talk to you about late in the week, Neptune is going to be sextile to the sun. So for those of you with Neptune conjunct your natal sun, this is going to be really impactful, and you're going to be able to take action and know and be certain of something. So this is real certainty that you're going to experience in terms of what do I do or how do I do what I wanted to do. You're going to figure it out. You're going to know. You're going to know because the way is going to be clear. Something is going to be crystal clear in terms of your passion, your gut, and where your instincts are driving you, as well as maybe notoriety or recognition for some of y'all, right? That could be a really beautiful week for you to be recognized for something you've been working on, your creativity, just your capabilities in general. So understand that the run-ins with the moon, they're fleeting, but they're up and down, and you can't get away from that. So all I would say is know that when the moon is going through this quadrant or two quadrants of the zodiac, that you're going to have some oppositions and squares because of where it's located right now. And that could mean some emotions, fluctuating emotions this week. Not a big deal. Go with the flow. Let's get into the cards that I see in front of me. Now, for some of you, it could be literal, where you're having run-ins with your family, or you're having like head-butting with a maternal figure or with motherhood in general. That may be a little bit more intense for you guys. because the moon does represent the fourth house and motherhood. So it could be that. but I don't see anything extremely serious that's going to be happening, like anything that I would warn you of. But I do see something in these cards, and let's go through them. We have the Devil, and that was the first card that came out and that got my attention. So this is obligation, feeling stuck, feeling stagnated, feeling, well, no, feeling chained or addicted to something or someone. This could be toxic relationship that's coming back to talk to you out of the frickin' blue, and you don't know what to do, or you don't know how to get out of a toxic situation. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's obligations. You're obligated, but at the same time, you're not happy. You're not comfortable. I think that that's going to become very clear this week. Why do I think that? I got another card for you. We have the Ace of Swords. So this is clarity. Clarity when it comes to what am I going to do? How am I going to get unstuck? Well, this is the sword that can rip through the binds, that can rip through the chains. So it's definitely a sense of conquering that. And maybe it's just a matter of being able to finally make up your mind and make a choice and realize, you know what? Sometimes people got to get hurt. I'm not talking about physical. I'm sorry. Listen, you can't stay stuck because you're worried about other people's feelings. You know, if you're not trying to hurt somebody, but they get disappointed in what you've decided, I mean, that's on them. I understand you're highly sensitive and you'll feel what they're feeling, but keep their emotions separate from yours. This is a time to make a decision that is right for you and liberates you from some sort of obligation. I mean, this is freedom from a place of I was stuck and I didn't know how I was going to get through this. I didn't know how I was going to get out of it. Well, this is the way out of it. Amen. Hallelujah. And I am going to get deeper into the details of how the heck we get out of it. And then we have the World card. And the World card means this is a major life change. So it may mean that in order to cut these ties, you have got to make and decide to make a major life change. As in end one chapter and let another one begin. But it's about accepting that one is ended. Right? But it's definitely like you've completed a cycle. You're done. You're done with maybe some obligation that you had. Talking about contracts. You could talk about, like I said, toxic behavior. Something that you were stuck in. Whether it was because you were addicted and obsessed, which could be with the Devil card here, or somebody that was addicted or obsessed with you. Finally being able to cut those ties and take care of that situation. And we'll get into how. But this is a sense of you're done with that. Oh, like, isn't that a relief? Let's get a Moon card to see how the Moon is impacting you. Your commitment is being tested. Oh, damn. Okay, any more? Oh, some stuff in the past. Emotions from the past. Your commitment is being tested. How badly do you want it? How badly do you want it? Are you going to allow fear to make you stop? Because this also represents, the Devil is fear. That's how it drives people. It makes people enslaved to it by fear, through fear, because of fear, not knowing what to do. You know what to do? Here's the answer. Don't, face your fear. Confront your fear. Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to what? We're going to answer that question. Hold on. In the past, and remember, cards only come out in the past if they relate to what's happening right now. Communication is key. New Moon in Gemini. Expect powerful change. So there was some sort of communication message or information that came in, or lesson or education that you learned, something that you learned that changed things. And maybe started this off, and a new start is coming. You have 2 eclipses. Oh, no, you have 2 new moons and an eclipse. This is a sense of you were done a while ago. That's what this is saying. That this change started a while ago because of a realization, information that came in. Expect that maybe something that somebody said changed everything. And ultimately now it's like, hello? You got to keep going. If you made a change in the past, And now you're afraid, you're confronted with fear or obligations, or people don't want to let you forward. You got to push harder than ever. You got to keep fucking going, because were you ever really committed to this change or this dynamic that was new for you? Please leave your comments below. I would definitely love to know. Okay. Let's clarify a few of these cards, shall we? Your commitment is being tested, but first, 8 of Cups. You want to just walk away. You're done with something. You're finished. You're finished. And maybe that's it. And maybe that's what you're afraid of and why you feel stuck between a rock and a hard place, because you made promises and you're like, well, how does this make me look if I break my promise? The thing is this, it doesn't matter to you the way that it used to matter to you. If it doesn't matter to you the way that it used to matter to you, you have to own up to that and own that maybe it was never something that was for you to begin with. However, if it does still matter to you, there should be nothing that could put you off that track. Hold on. We have 8 of Cups and Queen of Swords. So this is detachment. Removing emotions from the decision that you're about to make. This could be a person, usually a counselor, somebody that gives advice that you trust, advice that's clear, or a decision maker that sort of, for me, she's my directional card, she's my GPS. She's like, I'm done. I'm walking in another direction. Perhaps you didn't know just how intense something was going to get. Or just how intense someone was going to get. And now it's like, okay. Lots of times that happens because what you think it is that you're starting ends up being a whole other ball game. And then you're like, how do I get out of this? It's like walking away. You're done with something. But hold on. How is Pisces' commitment being tested? Temperance. That's making things work out. How is Pisces, maybe by a foreigner? Oh no, it's all by all these new opportunities that are coming into you. It seems like you're a bit distracted from some situation. And that whatever that means, let it be where it resonates in your life, but there is a sense of flirtiness, flirtatiousness, maybe a different choices or selections that are foreign and exciting and new and that are attracting your attention. It's like you're hearing the call of the adventure. That's what it feels like. There's a call to adventure here and you want to go, but you feel like you're restricted because of some obligation that you made, and you're feeling that, oh my God, like, well, what do I do? Well, you know what you want to do, and first of all, stop hating yourself for it because there's no reason to. You know what you want, but then you also have to honor the obligations that you made, that you committed yourself to, right? So how do you do them both? Where's the compromise? That's what I would ask you. And then we have King of Wands. So bada bing, bada boom. There's some creative, beautiful, amazing hottie hunk that is just really good at what they do. Really, really certain of themselves. Maybe this is a Sagittarius or some other fire sign that you're dealing with. Or maybe this is your passion itself. But ultimately, this is the driving energy. It's like suddenly you're very virile and attracted to something. You got a lot of potency in a specific direction that could take you away from a direction you'd already promised yourself to not too long ago. Or you've been thinking about this move. You've been thinking about, it could have something to do with work or what you do. If you don't just have a job, if you have a vocation, if you have, like, you've mastered something and that's what you do for your career is your passion, then I'm definitely talking to you. when I say this. I'm talking to all of you guys, but I'm definitely talking to you where it's like, to you guys where you've known this for a while. You were sick of something and done with something for a while. And now a bunch of opportunities have rolled in. And you have the opportunity to roll after them. To a certain degree, aren't you betraying your purpose in life if you don't pursue them? But simultaneously, there was some maybe obligations to your work. Maybe you're under contract with somebody. There's tangible, like real world 3D obligations that you don't really know, you're feeling a little guilty about. I would remove the guilt. And I think that that's why the Queen of Swords is here. It's like, remove the guilt. What the fuck? Like, that's not going to get you anywhere. It's certainly not going to help you make a decision. There's nothing to feel guilty about. And if you would stop wasting your energy on feeling guilty or feeling like I'm doing something wrong by wanting to walk away, and instead, how do I do this so it's fair for everybody? Like, put your energy into problem solving. That's what I would suggest. Let's help you. Let's help you solve the problem. So how do you want Pisces to move forward? There's a lot of competition. So somebody's hot on your trail. Like there's also a lot of criticism. There's also a lot of opinions that different people have. Okay, they're just people. They got their opinions. It seems there's a lot of them coming at you. Or you're in a situation where you're interacting with something that's very competitive. And so there is a little bit of you're competitive too. And you are. You absolutely are. Let's show you the cards. A 5 of Wands is here. So you're facing somebody down, or you're taking a lot of shit from people who are definitely not helping you move forward. And then you have the King of Swords. Guess what? Who gives a shit? Maybe you are literally in a judgment, like in a competition that's being judged. And ultimately, you got to go all in, because if you don't, it doesn't matter where you come out, whether you come out on top or not. If you don't go all in, you will never let yourself live this down. There's also a decision that's being made, maybe a very competitive decision, especially with regards to work. And there's some sort of, your commitment is being tested, there's an inquiry or a query into how good you are at what you do. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to find that you're extremely good at what you do. It's this 8 of Cups that's really getting to me. And maybe it's like, listen, you haven't made your choice yet. I'm tired of this shit. That could be exactly what you're going through. I'm tired of this crap. You know, I'm tired of waiting around and waiting for you to make a decision, and you're still hemming and hawing over all these different people when clearly it's me. It's almost like you're so fed up, you're about to say, I'll make the decision for you. Peace out. Oh, is that what Pisces should do? Yeah, I feel like Knight of Wands came out. I'm gonna finish the shuffle and let me see. What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? If you act now and you end this too quickly, you're gonna be tortured by it for the rest of your life. That's what it says. So in some ways, think of the future. Where do you want to be in the future? Let's go over the cards. We have the Knight of Wands. So acting on impulse and just going after it and throwing yourself into it and being very fortunate and feeling really good about yourself at first. And then you have 9 of Swords. No, it's gonna fucking plague you. So the cards are clearly answering the question. If you are reactionary and jump into something without thinking this through and figuring out how to really make it work, you're going to be worried about it and be paranoid about it. It's going to keep you up at night. But I think in some ways, some of you are afraid if you don't act right away, you'll lose this opportunity. Let's see what we got in the future. The Empress, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Wands. So that's looking real good into the future. And what it's saying is take that burden off of yourself now, because the future's looking good. What do you love? Like, what is it? I think that's the most important question. So if you know what really matters to you, and I know that you do, you're just all kind of in a kerfuffle in your head because you're scared that other people will react negatively to the decision that you're going to make. But as long as that decision isn't based on your passions and your fears, but instead it's based on your purpose and what you really know you deserve, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And that's going to lead you to success. Let's see how all of this plays out in the different areas of your life and get deeper into these cards. I will see you guys in the extended. Bye, Pisces.